guys, it's Dr. Delvina. I'm on the move for Therapy Thursday. Today I came to visit St. Fort's Funeral Home in North Miami Beach, Florida. A lot of times death and dying is very scary to a lot of people. I thought it was important to showcase this type of topic because I wanted to desensitize folks towards the whole experience. You can never get used to losing a loved one to a permanent situation such as death. However, it's good to be prepared, and it's also great to know that there's people available to you to provide you with additional support as you're going through the process. Today I'm talking with Shelly Parkinson. She's the grief counselor at St. Fort's Funeral Home. Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Dr. Delvina.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come into St. Fort's, and thank you to the owners of St. Fort's, which I understand has been around since 1982.
Oh, probably way longer than that. Mr. and Mrs. St. Fort, they actually own 3 funeral homes in Haiti. And this location here in North Miami Beach is owned by Evan St. Fort, their son. And so it's been here for about 18 years, and still going, and they're looking to open another location in Fort Pierce.
Wow. So they're specialists in death and dying, if you will, and mortuary services. You said they have 3 locations in Haiti, and this is a location owned by their son?
Yes.
Okay.
Evans.
And another one coming?
In Fort Pierce.
I see. And so what do you do for the funeral home?
I am the grief counselor, and I primarily do several things. We all wear different hats here. It's a family-owned business, so we basically pitch in and do different things. And I have been the grief counselor here for about 8 years, and in-house for 4. And doing several other things. I sit with the families, I do home visits, I have them come here and basically hold their hand through the process, because it's not an easy process to go through death, as you could imagine.
Right. So at some point I'll talk to Shelly some more about the services that they offer here, but can we go on a tour first?
Absolutely. Yes, so we do have our yoga studio right here in the lobby. So right here we do have our yoga studio, and it's beautiful because it's at sunset. And so the light comes in beautifully, and so we're able to relax here. It's the last Monday of the month at 7 p.m. And so we do welcome everyone in the community. It's not just for our clients here at St. Fort.
So it's open to the community.
Everyone could come.
And how much does it cost?
It is complimentary. So let's go in here. On the floor we have our services.
Comfortable here working in your capacity? People would assume yes, but I don't like to make assumptions. How comfortable are you working in a funeral home?
It's been I've come a long way. I'm very comfortable now, but I wasn't always.
How long have you been here?
I've been here 8 years total. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so during the 8 years, you function in the capacity or the role of a grief counselor and some other things as well.
Yeah.
What was your first experience with death and dying?
Wow. So I'm from Jamaica, so the day after Christmas is when we're filming this. It's called Boxing Day. And so it's very ironic that we're filming this on Boxing Day, the 26th of December, because that was the first time I experienced death. And so it's very ironic that we're here speaking, and it dawned on me today before you came here. I was 7, and my cousin Wendy was 8, and she got killed by a drunk driver.
Oh, wow.
And without even realizing it, I think that's why I came here, and why I'm so passionate about what I do. So I came here 8 years ago as the grief counselor, and almost, by accident.
Now, when you say that is why you came here, of course it's much later in life, so you mean maybe you still had an interest in processing death and why?
So many different things. You always have questions about what you're doing and why. You're searching for your purpose,
So do you feel like this placed you closer, this gave you sort of the exposure that you needed to think about some of those questions. A lot of people have questions about death and dying and why are we here and what happens when we leave.
I mean, I took a class in college called Death and Dying, and that was the intro. And a lot of that was to find answers. Why do I feel this way? Why am I always searching for answers? I became certified as a grief counselor back then and never used it. It was too emotional. I wasn't mature enough, all these reasons. Ran away from it, did all these other things. And when I came here initially, it wasn't to be a grief counselor. I came here to do PR and marketing. And eventually started doing some grief counseling. It was literally on the phone at first. And I said, I don't want to meet people. I don't want to talk to them. Then after that, it was, I see someone, a child lost a mother. Then it was, Evans, if you ever have anyone who lost a parent or a child, anything like that, I don't want to talk to them on the phone. I think I need to be with them. And then I kept on going back to that time when I lost my cousin, and how that was. Because at 7, I didn't know what death was. No one explained it to me, and it's not to blame anyone, but no one explained what death was. And then, of course, after being here throughout the years, I realized a lot of people don't explain to children what death is. We've had people come here, bring their children here to funeral services, and not tell them why they're here. Not explain to them that they're going to see mommy or daddy in a casket.
Do those people allow you to provide the grief counseling to their children?
We offer it to everyone.
Right.
Some people will accept and some people don't.
Yeah, that's why I said, do they allow you to do it? I know you
And some
offer it,
people
but do they say yes?
And sometimes it's how it's offered. And this is why I think this is my purpose. And from there, this is how we've developed all these other things. And when you're looking for gaps in service or how we could help more, because it's from that where everything else was able to develop. Because it was, okay, well, I think it's important. We're going from children should be seen and not heard, or they don't understand, to, no, it's important. This is chapel 2.
Oh, okay.
So we have a larger chapel and a smaller chapel. So this is for more intimate studies.
So chapel number 2.
Yes, this is a smaller chapel. This actually can be made even smaller. So there are times when it's just the immediate family and they just want to be right here with their loved ones. And so we do have that request. So this actually doubles as a massage room as well.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. This is the room that gives people creeps a little bit, but is important. Actually, this is probably the most important room.
What do you call this room?
This is our casket room.
The casket room?
The casket room. Because this is where you buy caskets. You choose the casket. So of course, if you're going to buy a car, you want to see the room. This is the showroom, right? So this is our selection of caskets.
I see the casket that we chose for my mother.
Yes.
Primrose.
The primrose. Because it's a little bit over. Normally, I see that shock, but I tried to prepare them before they walk in here. So this can be a little bit difficult when you walk in here because it's just that visual.
Right.
As soon as you walk in here, it's a little harsh sometimes. And so it's you're planning this event and the stress that comes with it. You think about you're planning a wedding and you have an entire year to plan this wedding, and now you have a week or two to add all these components for a funeral. Then you're adding your limo, and you have a hall, and you have food, and you have all these people.
Some sort of analogy there.
Yeah, but it is though. And then all these other things, all these other stressors are there because now you have family issues and everything that comes to light all of a sudden. And so it's a lot. And it's not something that people go through every day.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a lot. So we're always like, you're not going through this alone. We're going to hold your hand through it and make sure that, you don't break. That's the most important thing. You're not going to break. We're going to hold you together.
Guys, I'm so glad that you were able to watch. This is a unique program, and I thought it was important for people to see that it exists. If you don't live in this area, in the area of South Florida, Miami, North Miami Beach, St. Forts, you guys service a lot of different counties around here, but let's say you're further away. This is something maybe you could seek out and try to access these types of services elsewhere, but here in South Florida, and it's a very unique program to have all these things to help you process the experience of grief.
Yeah, and we're hoping to add more services. We're looking into adding Tai Chi.
Now that's another mindful exercise.
Yes.
Okay.
So the whole idea of mindfulness is to kind of bring you back to your center and also to kind of appreciate your breath, to appreciate yourself. Because think about it. If you are thinking about your breathing, the fact that you are here in your center, you appreciate your own life so much more.
Hey guys, it keeps you in the moment, and that's the thing that we need in life, is just staying in the moment and not forecasting beyond this moment today. Of course, we have to plan, but a lot of times people get anxious and very unnerved because they're thinking about so many other things ahead of them instead of being in the moment, staying in the present. Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.